My lord. Okay. There we go.
Here's the thing.
Guys and women don't think the same.
Then how the hell do I know a guy's game when I see it?
I didn't say a woman doesn't know a guy's game, but a guy does not always know a woman's game.
Yes, they do.
No, they don't.
Well, then they're just stupid.
You're giving men way too much credit. We discussed this before we even started the movie.
No.
Men think like this, and they got to write their dumb shit down.
No.
Women think like
they
this,
want to
and it's
play
all
dumb.
in here.
All together.
What's going on, everybody? I am Jaby Kuwait, joined by Kristen, Steffens, and Pino, and we are watching Kho Gaye Hum Kahan. Thanks so much for joining. If you're watching with us on YouTube, you are seeing a cut-down version of our reaction. We can only show a limited amount of picture-in-picture. If you want to watch the entire thing with us without any cuts or interruptions, head over to our Patreon page or become a member of this channel. You'll get access to the full uncut reaction. You'll just need your own copy of the film. All right, let's get into this. Here we go.
मैम, मेरे पापा मल्टीनेशनल कंपनी के सीईओ हैं और अब 20 साल बाद मैम मेरे पापा इंस्टाग्राम पे नाच-नाच के साबुन बेचते हैं यूज प्रोमो कोड JAT20 to get 20% off मेरा एक दोस्त है जो एक बहुत बड़ी इन्फ्लुएंसर को डेट
Oh no, why would you do
which
this?
is I'm happy for him
Oh no.
Oh no.
but I think she's so out of his league that it looks like a paid partnership she doesn't scream in bed she gives him a shout out she goes like share and subscribe
Ouch.
मेरा दोस्त उसका so called boyfriend उसका जिम ट्रेनर हुआ करता था because now they're both working out but their relationship is not so guys give it up for our next performance we have our own Backstreet Boys from Bandra Magic with a K
She's there supporting his stand-up. She's not just a friend.
They're a little more than friends. They're just not exclusive.
It's got to come up that he's still on Tinder.
ये मत बोलना तू ऑफेंड हो गया
सब पर्सनल बातें थी ब्रो प्राइवेट में बताना मैंने तेरे को
You know you behave like an asshole at our house and I didn't say anything bro
Okay, I'm sorry.
I just let it go
I'm sorry अगर तुझे ऐसा लगा तो मेरा ऐसा कोई इंटेंशन नहीं था okay? और रही बात आज की
Oh no, he might say something about her now.
एक जोक नहीं सुन सकता तो यहाँ क्यों आया जिम में बैठना
Ooh. Punch.
क्या बोल बस क्योंकि तू जिम पे पैसे लगा रहा ना ब्रो इसका ये मतलब नहीं कि कुछ भी बोल सकता है तू समझा
I was wondering if that was going to come up.
जरा सी इंटीमेसी हैंडल नहीं होती इससे इमोशनली स्टंटेड है तू ब्रो सेक्स एडिक्ट है तू उसके बारे में जोक्स बना ना दैट कुड बी हिलेरियस हु नोस मे बी विल गेट यू अ स्पेशल ऑन नेटफ्लिक्स
God, this is so meta.
That was rough.
Okay, for the sake of drama in a movie, that was great.
It was.
But in real life, don't do that. Don't do
Oh, it happens.
anything he just did.
It happens.
Don't do that.
It happens,
Like,
though.
let your feelings be known and then walk. Go for a long walk. Because it's like, yeah, you could easily bring out people's information and tear them down too, but that's not the move.
Here's the thing, though. The only reason that really hurt and stuck with him is because self-consciously, like, he knows the truth.
Obviously,
you know what I mean?
yes. But
so he knows the truth. That's why he's so upset.
But don't-
now,
but-
if that wasn't the truth or that wasn't the case, then he wouldn't have done it. And I think his friend also did it because he's just frustrated with the BS and it's like, bro, you're better than this. Stop. Get rid of this girl, especially after seeing her go, oh, delete that, you know?
I just don't think judging back is going to help anything. That's all.
No, it doesn't. It's just
But for a movie, it's great.
hurt people hurt other people. You know,
Exactly.
when we're mad, we do things, then we take cheap shots.
Don't give in to the temptation.
Did he commented. What did he say? Don't like it! You don't do that! Oh, God.
Oh, snap.
But yummy, you look good. Not gonna lie.
You sounded like you said, oh, yummy.
No, I didn't say, oh, yummy. I said,
I know.
don't do it.
It took me a second to process what you said. You said, oh, yeah, but I mean, you look good. But I heard, oh, yummy. I was thinking yummy. So I heard yummy.
He just saw her post. Uh-oh.
Knock, dude.
क्या है ये
He doesn't like that.
रोहन के लिए कर रही हो ना
खुद के लिए कर रहे हैं.
Yeah, right.
I'm just having fun.
you want to have fun
Dude,
Oh, they're gonna go
I'm
to
not
a
Tinderella
trip.
type.
They're gonna go on a trip. He's gonna pay for a trip, and it's gonna make her look like an influencer. living her best life.
तुम Tinder पे क्या कर रहे हो? I know तुम्हें सिमरन पसंद है. Delete it.
See, she did everything right except for telling him to delete it.
I don't think so.
I don't think you need to. You don't tell your friends the action. You have to let them find the action.
Nah.
See, that's why people don't listen to you all the time.
Yes, they do.
I don't listen to you all the time. I'm a people.
Because you're stubborn as hell, but you always say you're right.
But if you have to lead the person, you lead the person.
As long as you're saying I'm right and I know that you know you're wrong, that's all that matters to me.
That's selfish, though. You have to, like, if you really care about the person.
Remember this. Remember this conversation right here next time I talk to you and give you advice.
We'll talk about it after the movie.
Remember this moment.
We'll talk about it after the movie. I'm telling you that you can't tell the person the final command. You got to let them find that.
No, sometimes you got to just tell them.
It doesn't work.
Uh-oh. Here we go.
I like you too.
Oh!
Look how romantic it is. The steamy shower scene.
Wait, did he bring her?
I am so confused right now.
He brought her to a family function.
Is that what's going on?
Yep, that's his dad.
Okay, gotcha.
She's a lovely girl. You do an item?
Item कौन बोलता है bro?
Not your bro, I'm your बाप. Girlfriend है?
पता नहीं.
काफी है.
Oh, he knows.
मुझे तो लगता था कि तुम कभी किसी पे भरोसा नहीं कर पाओगे. और वो भी सिर्फ मेरी वजह से. मुझे तुम्हारी हिफाजत करनी चाहिए थी.
Dad, easy on the arm.
Oh, maybe something happened to him. Because he just said I should have protected you?
Yeah, I don't know what, though. Oh, shit, there it is.
Don't pick up. Don't pick up.
Damn it, woman!
Don't do
it! Don't do it!
Hello?
अभी बहुत है.
You know it's tomorrow.
तो कल मैं फिर से फोन करता हूँ.
मुझे सी.
Chill. Dinner is zoomy.
किसके साथ जा रही हो?
क्यों? तुम्हें क्यों जानना है?
Wrong move.
They are beautiful.
Thanks.
लेकिन कुछ अजीब सा खालीपन भी है.
हाँ. It's the digital age. Ahana's calling.
I'll call her back.
Uh-oh.
Here it is.
Those notifications should not pop up on her face. It's all Face ID. See, if you're a smart pimp, you have it where it doesn't actually show up unless your face is looking at it.
You're seeing other people. I want to be with someone जो खुद मेरे साथ रहना चाहता हो. ये सब नहीं सोचना है मुझे कि क्या है क्या नहीं है. I'm not 25.
But मैं तुम्हारे साथ रहना चाहता हूँ.
That's right. You're not 25.
Listen, this is just stupid, okay?
No, you're stupid.
You need to leave.
What did you think was gonna happen, my dude? Like, come on. Pimp properly. Like, have it be where it doesn't actually show you the text.
कहाँ थे? We're getting late.
Oh, no.
Aisha Sangeet.
So, what have you been up to?
None of your business.
तुम्हें क्या फर्क पड़ता है?
Listen, I'm sorry.
Hold on.
काफी बुरी तरह से हैंडल किया मैंने.
काफी.
You're like, hold on, hear him out.
I just gotta see where this is going.
Let's get a drink.
No.
The thing about it is he only wanted her when she started posting all that stuff on Instagram.
Yeah, I know.
and
That's what I'm saying.
That's
No.
my issue with him. Like,
Let's get many.
but she did that on purpose to get him.
Let's get many.
So-
she just lets him back so easily.
He
doesn't even work for him.
What does our character want? She wants to get back with Rohan.
Yeah, but after this, he's
But-
gonna bail.
What I don't like is how he was handling it when she was desperately calling him. Mm-hmm. It's like if he was at least picking up the phone or offering conversation back, but he just completely ghosted her, basically. Love makes you dance on shards of broken glass. What a line! I need to listen to this song again.
She's gotta go.
He's gonna go. He's gonna be a stalker.
Yeah, what the hell, man?
You were supposed to come with me to the party last night. You just ghosted me.
She gives zero.
He's doing the wrong move.
जानता हूँ वो कार्तिक सेठ है उसके फैमिली के डिस्टिलरीज है पूरे इंडिया में. And he's great for your profile, right? यही है ना?
Look at all that baker.
You took me to Maldives with you. मेरे दोस्तों को अपने बर्थडे पार्टी पे इनवाइट किया था किस लिए? क्या था वो सब यार?
Oh shh. So she can get free
I
training.
asked you to stay over क्योंकि मैं अकेले बोर हो जाती. तुम्हें Maldives के I really like you नीर लेकिन I mean
लेकिन कार्तिक ने तेरे को खरीद लिया है.
तुम जानते क्या हो मेरे बारे में? और अपनी ये morality ना किसी और को जाके समझाओ. तुम मेरी जगह होती तो exactly यही करते.
He said the perfect thing. That's what you gotta do. I'm so glad he did that. I'm
What?
so
Wait.
relieved.
Say it again. What the part that he
He bought you.
He bought you?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That was the perfect line.
blocked her? Oh no. Never mind.
No, he did block her.
Oh, he's trying to hack into her.
मेरा नाम लक्ष्मी लालवानी है, AKA लाला, और मेरा काम है तुम्हें इन्फ्लुएंस करना, और तुम्हारा काम है मुझे देखना और सोचते रहना कि काश तुम्हारी जिंदगी मेरे जैसी होती. 1 मिलियन से ज्यादा फॉलोअर्स है क्योंकि मैं फॉलोअर्स खरीदती हूँ.
Oh, damn.
Look at that beautiful nose I have.
You can tell when someone's bought followers, though.
Yeah, you can.
Well, if you're gonna hack someone's account, the first thing you gotta do is change their password.
Brunch with baby. Birthday week.
Ahana!
I love that these characters are so destructive. They're making all the wrong moves.
I know, but I'm not gonna lie, like...
They're all like, we're burning this bitch down!
And you're going down with me!
Hannah! Hi.
This is the
What's
fake girl.
up? How are you? What's up? Good.
He's like...
What did you think was gonna happen, dude?
Happy birthday, Rohan.
ये सरप्राइज कैसे?
सरप्राइज तो तुमने भी दिया इन दोनों की संगीत पे. I thought I'd return the favor.
And they're like, we gotta go. Homer Simpson into the bushes. Just like...
Let me think.
Please tell
You
her.
slept with me, and then you blocked me, and then you went for waffles with baby. Shall I say Rohan?
Tell her! Oh no, is she calling the cops?
Let's call him to work.
Imad?
Hey, Aisha, what's up?
Oh.
You flirted with me and I flirted back and we hooked up.
I'm sorry. I feel like
Are
shit.
you
No,
don't?
because you're in a hot seat, dude. Tell her! Blow it up! Tell his girl.
उससे पूछो संगीत की रात कहाँ था?
Don't do that.
What did she say? Wait, what did she say?
She's burning the house down is what she's doing.
What'd she say?
She just told her that they slept together.
Oh.
It's okay. घर चल.
Punch him.
That was a bitch move, Hannah.
No, you're... Ooh.
Imad,
ऐसे बात करता है तू?
क्या करेगा तू?
Punch him.
हाँ?
Imad, leave it, please. Stop it, guys. Imad,
No, let him mess him up.
Wait! Guys, stop it! What are you doing? Imad,
You're getting what you wanted!
get off him! What? Stop it! You're hurting him!
Where's our workout guy? Car? Oh! We're Let's go!
Where did he come from?
He got the call too. I got you, bro. Let's do this! Let's blow shit up and get our business back on track. I love you. Take his hand. Finally!
Came out like a ninja.
Yeah.
ये देख क्या बोल रहे हैं? She's photoshopped her images. Apparently she's done her lips. Shit.
ये obviously किसी ने hack किया है.
ऐसे कौन करता है यार?
उसको complain करनी चाहिए. This is messed up.
He's gonna tell them?
Yeah.
उसका अकाउंट मैंने हैक किया.
क्या?
उसको जो चीजें चाहिए थी वो मेरे पास थी नहीं तो उसने किसी और को ढूंढ लिया.
पर इसका मतलब ये नहीं कि तुम उससे बदला लो. I can't believe you would do this, Neil.
True. I understand it though. I'd want to do that too. I just don't have the balls. But okay, what are you gonna do?
She silenced him before he could get all of that information out.
Yeah.
जो तेरे पास है ना, शायद उसे दिखता नहीं.
For the record, what he did was wrong. I just want to put that out there. But for the sake,
But
but for the sake
I
of
hear
the,
a but.
But for the sake of the movie, that was great. It was a great move.
कल मैंने तुम्हारा अकाउंट हैक किया. तुम्हारे नाम से वो पोस्ट डाला. I violated your privacy. लेकिन मैं तुमको और बाकी सबको
He didn't put his
ये
name
बताना
to it.
चाहता हूँ कि मैंने जो लिखा उसमें मेरी असलियत ज़्यादा दिखती है, तुम्हारी कम. Truly sorry to have hurt you, Lala.
Don't put your name.
नील पर है.
Oh no, dude! You can,
Go to jail.
yeah, like that's proper harassment.
Finally managed to find somebody I could trust, maybe fall in love with. पहली बार अच्छा लग रहा था यार, किसी के साथ कंफर्टेबल लग रहा था, और दिल से आवाज आई, यार बड़े दिन हो गए हैं ये अरिजीत सिंह के गाने नहीं एंजॉय किए. 9 साल का था जब अम्मी गुजर गई. फिर डैड ने डिसाइड किया कि अब वो पूरी जिंदगी अकेले नहीं गुजारेंगे, तो हर शाम को वो या तो मिस्टर जॉनी वॉकर के साथ चिल करते थे या किसी ओल्ड मॉन्क के साथ.
That's not funny.
कभी कभी उनके बिजनेस पार्टनर भी घर आते थे ड्रिंक्स के लिए, और एक रात डैड की थेरेपी थोड़ी ज्यादा हो गई और वो सोने चले गए. उनके बिजनेस पार्टनर मेरे पास आए एंड ही ऑफर्ड मी चॉकलेट्स.
Oh shit.
उन्होंने मुझसे पूछा कि वॉशरूम कहाँ है.
Oh my god.
See, I told you.
Oh
मैं वहाँ ले
no.
गया
I told you.
एंड सडनली वो मुझे अपने साथ अंदर ले गए.
That's why his dad was apologizing for not protecting him. I was right.
ये पहले कि मैं समझ पाता कि मेरे साथ क्या हो रहा है, ये दोबारा हुआ.
Oof.
मुझे पता है तुम लोग क्या सोच रहे हो कि मात को तो चॉकलेट्स बहुत पसंद है, वो उनके लिए कुछ भी कर सकता है.
That's funny. That would,
Yeah, that was
that would actually make me laugh. Am I fucked up? Like that would actually make me laugh.
That's how you
Tonight I'm taking control of my life back in my hands. और इससे बेटर जगह हो ही नहीं सकती ये बोलने के लिए. Because if I regret telling you this, I can always say it was a joke.
Oh, that broke my heart a little bit. That really broke my heart. Oh, this is making me choked up.
I think I have some tissues left. There you go.
I don't need it yet, but I think I got this. Choked up. This hurt my heart.
Does he not get punished?
अपना फोन नीचे रखो और आंखें ऊपर उठाओ. जिंदगी को पहचानो कि खुश रहने के लिए कुछ ज्यादा नहीं चाहिए, क्योंकि जब तुम अपने सच के करीब आओगे तभी लोग तुम्हारे करीब आ पाएंगे. तुमसे बेहतर बस तुम्हारा आने वाला कल है.
Oh, he's with his parents.
Aw, they went out on a nice dinner.
Jungle gym. Oh, that's cute. That was nice.
I didn't want this one to end. I kind of wanted more chaos. Is that bad?
No, I don't
I'm
think
like,
it's bad.
I love that they attacked every scenario with things that we do regularly, like on a daily basis, because it was so real.
Yeah.
You know, so you sit there and you're like, I've been there, or you're like, ooh, I know somebody who's done that. I love that. I love the honesty they had in this film and the realness
Yeah.
of the situations. And honestly, I wanted more.
Yeah. I feel like this is the kind of film that you could easily have a podcast about for 2 hours. Like, there's so much to dissect and break down.
I don't even know where to
but like,
start.
I think that we'll try our best to keep this to like 10 minutes. I want to start with the one thing that got us into a little bit of a conflict during the movie. So the whole thing with advice, my advice to people who want to give advice is you want to like kind of clue people into the direction without being too specific. Because the moment you get too specific, now you're telling someone what to do and they start to build up resistance to the instruction. But if you sort of guide someone there and they think they found it on their own, you convince them through inception that they found it on their own, they'll be like, oh my God, I got this great idea.
Hold on.
You're not even letting me finish. Look at you, so ready to destroy it. So you got it, like, you have to inceptionize the idea so that they believe they found it. You don't get the credit.
I don't disagree
Yes.
with with that.
Yes, you do.
Okay.
Oh, what are you saying then?
However-
However is a disagreement, but it's okay. Go ahead. Go ahead.
on.
Go for it.
What I don't like is when you've done it for so long, at some point you got to be like point blank. You have to. At some point you have to be blunt and not tiptoe around the situation and hover around the bush and be like, you poor thing. Did you know? And like sometimes you're like, you are so dumb. Let me just be point blank and I know you know.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
So my counter to that is you have to accept that person maybe wants that problem.
Of course they a lot of times they do.
Yeah.
Jaby.
Yeah. Sometimes people just want the problem. You got to love them for who they are.
But here's the thing. But you're also not the norm either. And I'm not the norm because there's times we've had conversations among ourselves about situations and you'll be like, Kristen did it. I was like, yeah, I know. Oh, I know. I know you see it. So why do I'm not ready for that right now. It's just like you, right? And like same with you. You'll be like, Kristen, I know you're right, and I know this is what I should do, but I want to stay petty right now.
Yeah.
I don't want to give in.
Yeah, exactly.
But at least the difference between you and I feel like we can't count, you can't count us in there just because we own our shit every time something goes wrong or we do something wrong. And we're very self-aware of what we're doing where most people are not.
Yeah.
So when you have somebody who's not self-aware, that's why when you make your decisions, and I'm like, you're so dumb, but you're so petty and I know you know it. But you know what? I know you know, so it makes me feel like I'm okay with
sometimes you want the problem and you just got to own that. Like sometimes I just want to be involved in the problem.
But then you have some people who literally they need a smack and be like, sook, and to help them.
Okay.
All right. All right. So I don't disagree with you, but there's lines.
All right.
There's.
Okay. Let's move on to the next topic. Let's talk about the third act a little bit here. So when it started to, or the crescendo of the second act, I should say, when it started to get to this point where characters started doing things that were very bad, right? Imad was the one character that didn't have something that really kind of broke in terms of something awful. They tried to give him something on the dance floor at the Sangeet where he punched a guy and then he got punched and fell to the ground. But that ultimately had no consequences.
No, he didn't have anything because here's the thing with him was his consequences losing somebody that he actually finally found a connection with that he can relate to. That was his consequence, was losing somebody that he actually did care about. And with him, he's so mentally messed up from his past. And that's why I was like, yes, he's a sex addict. Why? And that's why I felt like I jumped the gun. But at the same time, I did say he might have something happened in his past because his father said, I'm so sorry I didn't protect you. You know what I mean? So he has that guilt.
Right, but I'm talking about structure-wise. In the story, you had, where is it?
No, because but here's the thing. He's been dealing with mental illness through the entire
I get it. I'm trying to say in the story, though, there was a part where Neil and Ahana both had their destruction. They're destructive. She's going to the party of her ex. Neil is blasting on Instagram.
But he was destructive.
How?
He was destructive in the sense that he could not give up his dirty, guilty pleasures. Okay, he was destructive.
But that's not new.
With himself. No, you're right. It's not new.
Yeah.
It's not new, but it's something he was already being destructive from the beginning, and then he went into.
Here's the problem. Okay, they wanted the happy ending. That's the problem because his way of destruction would have been going back to Kalki's place, to Simran's place, and asking for forgiveness. And she's like, "Yo, I said I don't want to talk to you anymore." That would have been destructive. Is him trying to undo his mistake and it getting worse. That would have been the thing. And then
I don't think that would have happened in his situation though.
Okay. Well, anyway, I'm just saying
because he's so used to shutting off his feelings. I mean, he gets intimate with somebody.
Yeah, but he's also not used to being in love.
Yeah, but at the same time, he's used to isolation. Therefore, the odds of him fighting for something, he's going to sit there and go, you're right. Okay. But then now that's why he started thinking about it so much. But he's not the type that would be...
Real life doesn't matter in this kind of situation. What matters is structurally in the script, we got two good moments of crescendo for Ahana and Neil, and we lost it with Imad. That's all I'm trying to say.
Okay.
Because in real life, things would play different.
So you wanted him to...
He just needed something, and he didn't. And he missed something there, and that's all I'm saying from a structure standpoint.
So maybe would you be more happy if he tried to himself, or maybe he tried to.
That would have been something. That would have been, I don't want that personally. Like, that's a very dark thing, but
I know, but because of his storyline and everything, and then after that go to get real intense help, so then it's just more escalated, you know what I mean? Where his friends walk in and that's how they find out later. Or, you know what I mean? I'm just thinking of things that would maybe hit that level, but take it to give you a little bit more of what you're looking for. Because that's the only other scenario I would think of that could necessarily like work with his storyline.
Yeah.
Or he just completely gets destructive and I don't know.
But all I'm saying is for me, like emotionally, I just lacked something there, but it's fine. Like
That's fair.
I liked the journey of where these characters went, and I almost wish this was a TV show instead of a movie because I wanted to go deeper with these characters.
Yeah.
I liked that the script took these characters towards places I didn't want them to go. You know what I mean?
I loved it.
You know what I mean? Like, because like they're doing things that's like, oh no, a good script has you, in a sense, fall in love with these characters and then like feel uncomfortable when they start making mistakes. And it's like, oh my God, I felt so uncomfortable when Neil was like posting on Instagram and blah, 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 and like hacking her account and doing these things. I felt like, oh my God, my stomach was turning a little bit. That's a good story. What I didn't like was, overall, I'm gonna say that I like this movie. I really enjoyed it. I liked a lot of what it did. I didn't like the happy ending. I wanted it to be Requiem for a Dream.
Yeah, I didn't like the happy ending with, what's his name? Imad.
Yeah.
I didn't want him to, I didn't want to see the girl at the end. I needed him to just, that was his punishment. Let it be Ahana. I wish she got even dirtier and crazier.
Yeah, me too.
Personally, I wish she was like...
I feel like that would have also been more realistic. If you're going to go all the way to his house,
I wish she went harder.
Yeah.
And I wish there was a little bit more with the new girl.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? In the sense of the chaos.
Yeah.
I wish I wanted more for that. Personally, I thought it was like, I'm like, oh, this is too soft. You're doing so good.
I wanted
to... If you're going to commit to it, just commit. Because I felt like, I'm like, yeah, we shouldn't do this, but we're committed now.
Yeah.
And I was so committed that I felt like we kind of got gypped.
I wanted to see her end up in the police station.
You wanted so much.
I wanted it to go really bad. Like, to the point of just a little bit unrealistic. I don't know. Like, I just wanted to see it really get bad.
No, I feel like that's not necessarily unrealistic.
Yeah.
How many situations have you heard?
A lot.
Of some petty guy. Oh my God, she's a stalker. It's like, bro, what did you do to get her to that point? And then they try to get in a restraining order and all this stuff because they're just trying to like tell you off.
Yeah.
You know.
No,
stuff.
I've been on the receiving end of that. Of like a girl blowing up my phone 75 times, and I'm like, yo, like you need to chill out.
What'd you do?
I don't want to tell the story. No, but I'll tell at the end of this discussion because it's kind of a lengthy story and some audience has already heard it. The main character, not the main character, Neil losing his job.
Yeah.
And then owning up and putting his own name in that post and nothing coming of that consequentially. I'm just like, wait, what?
I feel like he should have got like something.
Something, like nothing happened. I guess it just worked out in his favor, which is cool, I guess. But like, who's gonna go to your gym now that they know you're that dude that did that thing?
True.
You know, it's like, I think that the apology was enough. I don't think he needed to brand himself on there. Because now that's permanent. You know, it's like, even though I disagree with his move, it made me happy cathartically that character, not a real person, got her comeuppance. I wouldn't want that to happen in real life. Like, that's super, the bullying level that can happen on the internet, it stays so long too. It's like the internet is still like, there's a lot of unventured territory here yet, and that we're still figuring out. It's the Wild West, and the level of bullying that one can experience is insane.
Yeah.
And so, like,
well, that's why if you're gonna do something like put yourself out there the way even like we do,
yeah,
or in some shape or form, I do honestly believe you have to have thick skin.
Yes.
Because most people don't, and they think, oh my God, this is great. And then all of a sudden, they have emotional breakdowns, or they all of a sudden, they're like, oh my God, I'm not good enough. And they believe all this BS that's been thrown out there. And that's the part that drives me crazy. When I read, sometimes when I see things that are kind of rough, I don't know about you. No, I know about you because we laugh about it together.
Yeah.
Sometimes we're like, oh my God, did you see myself? Ah!
Yeah.
That's f***ed up. And then there's sometimes when you're in a dark place, I'll admit this too. Sometimes when you're kind of like in a weird place or somebody says something that kind of hits a nerve, you're kind of like, dude, you don't even know a damn thing.
Yeah.
Like, you don't know the first, all right, whatever. And then you got to like shake it off for a sec. I don't know about you, but sometimes you'll have like a little roller coaster. And it's normally when you're kind of in like a weird funk.
Okay.
I don't know if you ever have that. Do you ever have that?
Every day.
Okay. So but you know what I'm talking about. Sometimes when you get like shit thrown out here or comments or whatever, sometimes if you're in not the best mindset or like the best place, sometimes when you see it, you're kind of like, and you kind of get a little bit irritated and you want to say something, but then you're also kind of like, dude, you're just a troll.
Yeah.
It's all good. Like, let it be.
It's tough to strike that balance within yourself, I think.
Yeah. And for the most part, like, there's times like, I just thought,
yeah.
you just gotta let it be.
So yeah, for me, I don't post on Instagram very often or even on Twitter. Like I stay off of that quite a bit. Like when I go on Instagram, honestly, I just check my messages real quick and then I put the phone away. I try my best. I'll doom scroll a little bit, but then I'll realize what I'm doing and put the phone away.
Yeah.
This movie was doing an interesting thing where it was striking the balance between like Bollywood and I guess real life, like real life drama that you might more often see here in Western films. And I think that for the audience that it's geared towards, it actually did a fantastic job of striking that balance. It was great that they had the characters make mistakes because oftentimes in films like this, the character will pivot before they make the mistake. And I think it's better that they see that they do the mistake so the audience has a chance to see, oh, that you don't want the character to do that, and then you see what happens with the character when they do that.
You see the consequences,
and then you have this kind of internal thing where you're like, "Oh my God, I feel like I made him," and like you hopefully will learn something from the film and not make those mistakes in real life.
What's funny is also Neil. I like that they showed him so frustrated with what he wants and how he started being destructive toward those he idolizes.
Yeah.
You know, like when he started commenting, oh, you're a shit, you don't deserve anything, blah, 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 all this stuff. And that's also an interesting take because that's also real too, where we create those fake accounts or whatever. I've never done that, but you know somebody who has.
Yeah.
At some point, we all know somebody who has done that.
Yeah.
And like, I even had someone one time like comment on my stuff saying, you're a whore, you're this, blah, 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 right? And they're just seeking for attention. And then later they're like, oh, you're great, you're beautiful. Oh, da, da. You know, you're kind of
I gotta tell you something, Kristen.
I'm ready.
That was me. I'm kidding. That would be horrible, wouldn't it? I'm gonna use this moment to let all my feelings out.
But sometimes you get these little goblins.
Yeah.
And at some point, first you're like, you don't care, and you're like, cool, whatever, up in my views. But then at some point, it gets so frustrating, and I've been blessed to have people who actually like defend me. But at some point, there's times where I'm like, I just gotta block you.
Yeah.
Because you're starting to really like, it's annoying.
Imad's stand-up comedy, I wish that they found a better balance there because the stand-up comedy was essentially
a little flat.
No, it's not that. It's that it was being used as a means for the writer or writers to directly speak to the audience and say certain things. And it's like, that's all well and good, but you still have to work within the confines and parameters of the film that you've established and what this character does for a living. It still needs to be funny, right? And so
I didn't think that a lot of his stuff was funny.
No, it was because it's preaching.
But yes, it was, but it was also meaningful. And I almost felt like they may change his career to be like a speaker or something.
Well, no, clearly they showed that he's a stand-up comic at the end. He had his own special.
Yes, I know.
Yeah.
I'm saying from the beginning, I thought maybe this could be something because it also seemed like he didn't want to be a comedian as well.
I think that a great example, I don't know if you're familiar with him, is Aziz Ansari, who rides that line where if you watch his stand-ups, it's like he's really funny, but he also brings in this emotional weight to what he's saying, and he'll make you like go into this dark place and cry, and then bring you out and make you laugh. And I didn't get that experience here. I think what would have been cool is if in his stand-up where he's like revealing his past and all that stuff, he found a way to genuinely
like a hard one, right?
Huh?
Like a solid, funny moment.
Yeah. Like he brings it out, and it's hilarious, and everybody's laughing except for his two friends who know he's telling the truth.
That's what I wanted.
And then they find him in the back, and they blah blah blah, and they hug. As someone who's been through that stuff, it almost like messed me up because it's like it's a little bit triggering to hear about that kind of stuff. As someone who has dealt with that at a young age, it sucks because it's like you don't really know what to do with that information. You feel ashamed and angry and all these mixture of feelings, and it's like it's just a mess, and it's just like internal emotional vomit. And the fact that like he was using the stage to do that, it's like I understand that stand-up comics will use comedy as a means of catharsis to like deal with their bullshit, almost like public therapy, right? But it still needs to be funny. It's still like that's the point. And like he was going so far into
so dark
and dealing with this stuff. I'm like, yo, you would not work as a comic if that's all you were doing. And that's the only part in terms of like the realism that kind of threw me. But I do like the dynamic of the three characters a lot.
I do too. I thought they all worked together really well.
Yeah.
I really did want to like have like a solid laugh.
Yeah.
So that at the end, when they do come in, you're like, whew, that was rough.
Yeah.
But like good.
Yeah.
The only part that I actually thought was kind of cute was he's like, oh, you must really like chocolate.
Yeah, exactly. No, that made me
like
laugh.
that made me get
Yeah. It was a little bit funny to me that, on this Netflix movie, I love Netflix, okay, don't get me wrong, but on this Netflix movie, they're like, and put down your phones, put it in the bowl, and it's like, dude, like 99% of the people who watch this movie aren't watching it the way we watched it.
No.
99% of people are watching it like
I'm doing this.
Netflix still mixes their shit in 5.1 Dolby, and most people don't hear it like that. They're hearing it on headphones, which is 2.1, and just like this. And it's hilarious to me that Netflix is doing that. It's almost like when Amazon opened a bookstore again. It's like, yo, you're the one that drove Barnes and Nobles. Like, anyway, that's a whole other conversation. I am happy that this film exists. I'm happy.
Sorry.
I'm happy about the messages in here. Like the moment where she's she's all dolled up for the Instagram and then she's taking her makeup off. That was such a good series of moments because it just shows you how much effort we put in for this thing that's not real.
Perception.
Exactly.
It's all and that's the thing most people forget because even when we go to the girl who has the most followers and whatever, right?
Yeah.
It even showed on her end. It's how I want you to perceive me.
Yeah.
Everything's a perception.
Yeah.
Right? And it's so crazy because I know people like that on social media where they're like, yeah, and then they're all like this. Oh, it's the picture. Oh, and I'm like, ugh.
Yeah. You know what I really wanted?
I post my failures on Instagram.
yeah, me too. There's this moment in the movie where he puts his friend on blast, and he's like, "Oh yeah, my friend's dating an influencer," and blah blah blah. First off, that was actually genuinely funny. But second, when there's a conflict and Kalki comes out or Simran comes out, right, and he's like, "Oh, what about you? You're a Tinder, you're a sex addict, blah blah blah." Sorry, I feel like I'm about to sneeze. So after that, it surprises me. It's like because it would behoove Simran to then ask him
I thought that too.
What's going on with what your friend said? Are you a sex addict? Are you on Tinder still? That would be the opportunity to set up a lie for
That's what I thought too.
Yeah.
I wanted that scene.
Yeah.
Unless she didn't hear it. But I'm like,
no, she heard
right
it.
there.
She heard it.
Unless she thought they were just being mean to each other. I don't know. But I personally, if I heard that, I'd be like, so
yeah.
How do you feel about what he said?
That's when Imad should have been like, yo, no, I'm not on Tinder anymore. I deleted it.
Yeah, I would have asked.
Blah, blah, blah. He could have easily shown her that it's not there anymore and then just installed it again later when she's not around. Something like that.
I missed that.
That was a missed opportunity because at the scene of conflict, I'm like, are you dumb? You heard the information after that one stand-up comic show and you said nothing to him.
Yeah.
You know what he's been up to. That was on you,
Yep, I felt that.
And so, it's still, I understand her perspective in, why that needed to happen for the story. It didn't justify that when she was aware. First off, he's younger. Second, she heard he's a sex addict and on Tinder still.
Yes.
You didn't address that. That's on you.
I know.
Also.
I thought the same thing. I'm actually shocked. I haven't, really disagreed much on this one with you. Normally, I have something I'm like, and I'm like...
Yeah. I also liked the music montages. I thought that those were well used as a means of moving the story along because it was sort of being efficient with saying, okay, so we're going to have this music break here. And you could just see all the things happening and it gives you a sense of progress so you can get to the next meaty part of the story.
Yeah. I just love how Rahan was so real. Yes,
the
Rahan.
ex-boyfriend?
Oh, yeah. This is real, which is so crazy. That's why we're getting so mad because it's like, I've seen this. Oh my God, this is you guys. They're like, no, I'm going to give you real. You want to see real? Mm-hmm. Yeah, this is what happens. How many of you that when you saw this kind of went, oh.
Yeah. But I liked what he said though, because
read between the lines,
the thing is, the way they wrote his character was not black and white, and that's what I appreciated because he wasn't just a straight asshole. He wasn't just someone you could just blanketly hate, right? He was up to a certain point, but then when you heard him talk, it's like, oh yeah, that's right. She seemed to have moved on.
No. That's manipulation.
No, it's not.
Yes, it is. That is manipulation.
From his perspective,
it doesn't matter. Here's the thing. Now we disagree. Okay, now, you just...
I'm going to let you talk, and then I'm going to talk. So I'm going to give you 30 seconds.
Okay,
Go.
30 seconds. Here's the thing. When a man says that, right, and he's constantly reaching out to you, and then he's like, oh my God, this and this, and then he hooks up with you, and then later he goes, well, I thought you moved on. Fuck off.
Okay.
Seriously, fuck off. You came to me, why? Because you feel like you no longer exist.
Okay.
You have no presence. Okay, he knew. He uses that to manipulate the situation to be like, oh, you're right, it's me. No.
Okay. Okay. So let me take my turn now.
Bullshit.
Let me take my turn.
Bullshit.
So what he laid out for her, saying, "I thought you moved on. You're on dates. Blah blah blah." Like, I was like, okay, that's fair. Now, there are things that you're saying that have truth, and I agree with you. However, he did lay out some good points. Whether they're manipulative or not is up for debate. I'm not going to get into that with you. Okay, I'm not gonna take a stance on that. All I'm trying to say is what he said is not untrue. It's like, okay, and that made her realize.
What does that mean, though?
It's my turn, Kristen. It's my turn.
I know, but I need to make sure you're on the right path.
It's my turn.
Whatever bullshit's
This is selfish. You're being selfish. I gave you 30. I want my 30. Judge, add 15 more seconds to the clock, please. So all I'm saying is he wasn't speaking things that were untrue. In fact, it hit her because she realized, oh my God, like I've been faking it. I've been leading this like double life of the Instagram life and like what I'm actually going through. I just wanted your attention. It made her wake up. So that was a cool moment for her. I'm glad they didn't make him just pure black and white bad guy. That's what I'm saying. Now, from your perspective, he's just a bad guy. But the way I'm looking at it, I'm like, I feels like the writer was thoughtful.
He already had another girl.
I'm not done. So yes, you're right. Yes, you're right.
Off.
You're right. So no, you're right about that. That was a punk move.
Did we forget about that?
Yes, I did. So, but what I'm trying to say is the writers didn't make it straight black and white.
He knew what he was doing. They're making it a point saying, yo, these guys know what they're doing. At the end of the day, they're going to turn it on you somehow. It's whether she's faking or not. He went in with intentions, okay? With intentions, knowing that he could possibly, he's like, I want to see if I still have control over you. Let me see if I can still get that. You know what I mean? He went in with the intentions of, she didn't really move on. She still wants me. And guess what? Bam. Yep. She still wants me. Like,
yes, but
no.
Did he say to her, I want to get back together. I want to be in a relationship. I want to resume where we left off.
Well, here's the thing. When you know somebody's gone that crazy over you and they've been trying to reach you and all this stuff, I don't care who you are a fool.
I have a counter to that already.
Dumb.
In the time after she said
during that amount of time, if she's still not if I'm still interacting, clearly I still care. I still
it's not true.
like you.
I disagree.
Yes.
I disagree.
He still had a thing, but it was more because he wanted to know he still had the power over her.
That might be true. What I'm trying to say is she wasn't showing strong signs of interest towards him after that last exchange. When he says to her, I'm sorry, it just happened.
No, it's a game. It's
hold
the game.
on.
Everybody knows the damn game.
No, they don't.
Don't play stupid.
Everyone has a different way of operating in the game, though.
No,
a woman's way of operating in the game is different from a guy's.
No.
Yes, it is.
Here's the thing.
Guys and women don't think the same.
Then how the hell do I know a guy's game when I see it?
I didn't say a woman doesn't know a guy's game, but a guy does not always know a woman's game.
Yes, they do.
No, they don't.
Well, then they're just stupid.
You're giving men way too much credit. We discussed this before we even started the movie.
No.
Men think like this, and they got to write their dumb shit down.
No.
Women think like
they want
this,
to
and it's
play
all
dumb.
in here. No,
Men
they don't.
want to play dumb.
No, they don't.
Here's the thing.
And it's not even dumb.
No.
It's not even dumb.
No. They do. They sit there and
okay.
they use it as an excuse. They know exactly what they're doing. You can't tell me a man does not know exactly what he's doing when he's dealing with a woman that he's trying to get. He knows exactly his game plan. It's like when a guy...
How is he supposed to know everything she's been up to?
Hold on.
I've given you 2 minutes straight, Kristen.
For example, I have a friend, right?
Okay.
There's
this better
guy.
be short, because I got things to say.
There's this guy.
Okay.
Okay?
I'm counting. Because you've been going for 2 minutes straight.
No, I'm not. I'm just saying, there's this guy who's all of a sudden... Okay, this is going to sound really bad. But there's, I don't even know where to start because I don't know if I should say this here.
Clock is going.
It doesn't matter. Okay, so this person and this person, they're doing something they're not supposed to do, okay?
No pressure.
I give up. I'm not even going to tell this story. All I'm saying is when a guy sits there and he does something wrong and then he tries to blame it on the girl, it's like, no, dude, we're both in the wrong here. But he's trying to put it all on one.
Okay, we have to go back to the thing you said earlier. You're cut from a different cloth. Lots of people blame shift. Both men and women will blame shift.
No, but here's the thing. I'm not oblivious to the fact that there's a game and it's a pattern. There are patterns in women and men that constantly happen all the time. I've been on the market for 3 freaking years now, and I see the damn pattern. I'm like, I see it. I go, nope, not doing this.
Yes,
this
but what you're saying is predicated on the notion that men are fully aware of what women are thinking. Men are not aware of what women are thinking.
Not always, no.
Most of the time, they're not.
When it comes to playing the game, the damn game, they know how to manipulate the situation because most women don't want to see actions because they forget that because they're dumb. Okay, both sexes were kind of dumb sometimes, and we sit there and they go, "Oh, I know if I tell you what you want to hear, you're gonna believe me. Oh, I gotta tell you."
I think you're giving way too much credit to him. You're giving way too much credit. Okay, let me say my part then. So after he sent the message going, I don't know, it just happened, and he moved on with the cupcake lady, right? After that, our character Hannah stopped trying to date him, stopped trying to get back together with him. She just
didn't have a choice.
She stopped. I know. I'm just laying out the details of the story. So what I'm saying is, like, she stopped all that, right? And she migrated towards this Instagram influencer thing and started trying to get his attention.
Yes.
He doesn't know what she's doing. He doesn't know she's doing that just for him.
He's stupid.
What are you talking about? How is he supposed to know that? Okay, well, yeah, I think you might be talking about yourself.
No.
Like, because, like, how am I supposed to know? Like, in retro, now reflecting. Let me get my fucking part out, okay? So, look, what I'm saying is, like, looking back, now I can see that an ex-girlfriend was doing that. But at the time, I didn't know what she was doing that for me. I didn't know she was posting these, like, crazy, scandalous photos for me.
The moment you show up and you get her attention, you know she's still interesting. You know you should not cross that line.
I don't even know what you're saying anymore. Now you got me spinning.
How?
You got me spinning. All I'm trying to say is, from his perspective, he thought she moved on. And that's why he wanted her back. And he wanted to know he could hit it one more time because he thought she moved on. And then when he banged her, he's like, aha, still got it. And
that's
so you're right.
I said that.
You're right. It was power tripping on his part. But leading up to that, he had no idea she was invested in him still and that all of these moves were just for him. It was surprising to him. Like, you saw his face when she's like, I did all that for you. I was faking it to get your attention. And he was just like, what? He was fucking floored. And then he, like, you know what I'm saying? That's all I'm saying. He didn't know. You're giving him way too much credit. Was he manipulative? Yes. Was he just trying to sleep with her and move on? Yes. But he didn't know all the things that you're giving him credit for. Men aren't knowing all of that doesn't make them dumb. They're just in their lane. That's it.
Okay, hold on.
Yeah.
Hold on.
Okay, I'm going to listen.
I'm
go
going to
ahead.
throw some bullshit out your way. That
You just said it as bullshit, but go ahead.
No, it's your bullshit. If a girl is giving you attention, these are your words. You said, if she's giving you attention, the odds are she likes you, right?
When did I say this?
You have said that. If a girl looks at you some type of way, or she writes you, or she gives you some type of attention, then you're automatically like, oh, okay, there's a chance.
But yeah, okay, sure.
And she's interested.
Sure.
She's interested, right? Because you would always say, okay, if a girl doesn't give you any of that, then she's not interested,
I can see where you're going with this. She was playing it cool. He called her up. So what's the scene? Oh yeah, I'm just blah, 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 blah. She's not answering the phone going, hey, so good to hear from you. I can't wait to see you again. Was waiting for your phone call.
That's the
exactly.
Game. Let's be real. That's just the game though.
Right.
A guy would do the same damn thing.
I'm terrible. I'm too honest. My excitement is on my face, on my shoulder.
I had a guy.
I have a t-shirt on that says, could not wait to hear from you.
I had a guy. I did that too, okay?
Did what? Manipulate? You bullshitted. Okay,
no,
go ahead.
I bullshitted.
Okay.
And I was like, oh yeah, I'm great. And then because I wasn't giving in, he got upset. Okay, and then he goes, why are you acting like everything's so cold? And I'm like, you're the one who said you wanted like this and that in space, and you want to do your thing.
Mm-hmm.
And it like, you know what I mean? So I'm like, I don't think that they don't know.
Men don't know. You're saying men are acting like they don't know when they do. That's what you're saying.
No, I think that they deep down know what they're doing.
Well,
and they
all
know
of us deep down know. Oh my God, that is just a whole other conversation. All of us deep down know something, and it comes to light later on where you're like, oh my God, that's what that meant. That's what that meant. I was there all along, right in front of my
whatever.
face.
Let
Writing
him get away
was
with
on
it.
the wall.
Let him get away with it and play dumb. I don't believe him.
I will agree with you that he was still an asshole.
He's still an asshole.
He's still an asshole. I agree with that because he had a girlfriend.
Sure.
Yeah.
Okay. Sure. He spoke bullshit facts. Okay. Bullshit. I'm gonna call it bullshit facts because I would also have this thought. If I was sitting there and I'm like in a sticky situation, I'm gonna pull from facts of bullshit because I'm gonna be like, oh, I could use this.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I didn't know. Well, you posted. Well, you moved on too. So but like it's like one of those bullshit facts of like, hey, I'm gonna get myself out of this because I'm using facts to make you go, yes, but how do I fight with that? You know what I mean?
I get you. I think we've beat this horse to death. So
yeah, whatever. Niels can suck it.
How much time do I have?
He's done.
All right.
Get out of here.
Well, I can't tell the story then. You guys, thanks so much for hanging. I'm Jaby Kho Gaye. This is
Kristen Steffens.
Peace out.